Jeffrey's life is getting worse and worse and worse. He doesn't realize it because day to day he's maximizing his enjoyment. And sometimes you feel a little bit jealous of that. You see Jeffrey going out to those parties that you sometimes wish that you were getting invited to. You see Jeffrey taking drugs next to girls and it looks really fun and he's eating all that junk food, but he still doesn't have like a really bad body. But day by day, month by month, the compound effect really takes its toll. You haven't seen it just yet, but as the years go by, there is such a significant difference between you and Jeffrey because you've been making progress. Adonis hasn't always been like this. He was a normal kid and teenager too. He ate some food and he played video games. But he realized the consequences of his actions, and so from a young age he committed himself to the good habits. Consistent exercise, meditation, journaling, being productive, reading, going out into nature and picking out your favorite leaf. Years have passed and Adonis is a completely different man. That did not happen overnight. You might be able to relate to this. When I started my self-improvement journey, there was like this thing I kept on feeling that every month or 2 months or 3 months, I'd be able to look back to my younger self just a couple of months ago and almost like cringe at the shit that I did and be like, you know, I'm so different now, I'm so improved. That is growth. That is like the beauty of the self-improvement journey, because it's kind of like noob gains in the gym. When you first start off, you get those periods of like self-reflection, like self-cringe, where you think like, oh bro, I was so weird. I didn't even like lift any weights 3 months ago. I didn't even meditate. I didn't even know. I thought meditation was gay. I didn't speak to my friends with love. The feeling of making progress in your life is so beautiful, and I wish that for you. It truly transformed me. People ask me like, oh, but Hamza, like you say you're on self-improvement full time. You say you don't watch movies. You don't play video games. But then what do you do for fun? Because we need to have fun, bro. If you've been on self-improvement for a little while, you know that this is fun. Like, this is fucking fun, bro. This is the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. Think about that level of excitement you get where after weeks, months of working hard in the gym, doing those shitty home workouts that you used to do, but you've been consistent in exercise. And it's that moment that you look into the mirror and you literally see like a physical difference in your body. That isn't just a small thing where you're like, oh yeah, like, yeah, progress. Every young man goes through this, bro. You get a hype. You're like, what the like, you're looking at yourself, you're admiring yourself, you're like, you can't stop flexing. If you have any good friends on self-improvement, you send them pictures, you're like, bro, I look fucking huge. No one else really sees it at this point, but it's like, that's pure excitement and joy. That is like the real world, like level up that we chase in video games. That is how you get out the depths of depression. How you as a young man can go from feeling down bad and lonely, getting bad grades, not being able to focus in class, you know, when the teacher's saying your brain just keeps thinking about other stuff. But the progress you make in self-improvement counters all that. It gives you probably the #1 most desired thing for young men. Confidence. Like, you've wanted to be more confident in your entire life. This is how. Confidence is something that you fight for, and you do it through these self-improvement habits that are a bit of a challenge. You're already well on your way to making this progress. You're committed to your self-improvement journey because you're doing this for yourself. You're doing this for the long run, for your future self. For too long, we structured our days to maximize our current self's enjoyment, our current self's pleasure. When you get onto self-improvement, a beautiful thing happens. You start prioritizing your future self, and your future self is guaranteed. There's these dumbass Jeffreys who make fun of us of being on self-improvement, and their excuse is literally, oh, but what if you get hit by a bus tomorrow? Then it would all have been for a wish. Shut the up, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna break that argument down because it's so fucking stupid, because we know it's unrealistic. What if a bit of time, a little bit of friction, the self-improvement habits actually become fun? So at first it takes like a while, it's like an uphill battle, but then when you see that you've been making progress, you see the results, it feels awesome. But then just a little bit after that, the actual action, like the actual habit, becomes fun in itself. That's when your entire day becomes more enjoyable than it used to be when you were a spurg. Every day I spend some time scrolling through the comments underneath videos, and we see so many comments of guys saying like this is the happiest I've ever been, and this is the most fun I've ever had. I've been actually making some fucking progress. I'm actually getting more confidence. Everything that they wanted, like, you know, they wanted to start getting the attraction from girls, they wanted to get more confident, make more friends, become more productive, actually get like good grades in school, be able to do work and like maybe start businesses. It's so beautiful when you really experience that for yourself. To me, the iconic moments is for your body transformation, just seeing like a bit more muscle, a bit less fat on your body. I think all of us can remember one of the first times we noticed that, and how hype, because something clicks in your brain. And I know we're probably simpletons because we only realized this when we were like late teenagers or early adults, but something clicks in your brain and you're like, oh, I can make progress in life. All I have to do is just Do the hard work, especially when I don't feel like it. Do it consistently and have patience. I need a positive mindset because, of course, even though I'm going to try to be consistent, I'm going to miss some of the days. You know, I'm going to miss some workouts, I'm going to miss some meditation sessions. It's only human. But as long as you don't quit, as long as you just keep trying to do it a couple times a week, 3, 4, 5 days a week, it's guaranteed that as long as you don't quit, you're going to see progress. You're securing a better life for your future self, and bro, you're going to become your future self before you know it. I hope that when that transition happens and you are your future self, you're going to look back with gratitude. You're going to look at your younger self, remember the moment that he was watching this video and think like, thank you so much for delaying gratification for me. You could have been playing video games, you could have been jacking off, you could have been eating that shitty junk food because you wanted your pleasure, but you chose to maximize my fulfillment, my status, my confidence, my well-being, my health above your pleasure today. That is how you get self-love, and it's a beautiful thing. Scroll down right now and click on the share button underneath this video. Send the link over to a friend who might like to hear it. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.